one here and there's one here, and they're different sizes. Be honest with you, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, I'm just going to measure it. This one's a round hole. It's like 7/8 to an inch. I got this oval shape with a slot here and a slot here. Like 2 7/8 long, like 1 7/8 wide. It's got 2 slots. And by the way, while I'm in here, these things right here, these hold the wires on somehow. I haven't quite figured that out. So this one is about 3 3/4 by, I don't know what you can see. Let me go adjust this camera. Like I say, the weird thing about cameras is you don't know where you are. About 3 3/4 by 3 5/8. Got 2 metal clips. That one goes there. Oh, that's the emergency brake cable. So anyway, this is like 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. There's one on each side. On that side, on the passenger side, there's a slot here and here. But this is a replaced floor pan. So I'll just give you a shot of that. There's the now we're looking at the passenger side. I think that's how this one's supposed to look. And by the way, you can see the seat belt hole right there. See it? Right there. So you're gonna have one of those on each side, plus the seat belt that we talked about before. So there's one of those on each side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 mounting holes. Let's see, where am I? Like I said, it's hard to look through this viewfinder. Anyway, there's one right there, one there, another one on the opposite side. That's 4. And then the other 2 mounting points are, and here's the driver hole right there. But I'm getting off track. But like I said, this is a random video. So here's the back hole, back plug. Now this is a replaced floor pan too. This area right here has been replaced. And here's where the seat snaps in, by the way. I had to replace this whole thing. But this hole here is like 1 inch. 1 inch by 1 inch. So just to recount this, I can't remember all the sizes, but there's a hole up near the floor, 1, 2. There's 2 under the seat, 3, 4. There's the ones here, 5, 6. So there's 6 of them in the body. I mean, in the sitting compartments. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then going back here to the trunk, 7, 8. And then while I'm at it, just because this is really random, right here on my, at least on this year, the jack or the tire or something goes here. I got 2 of these. There's 1, 2. I went to a car show and the guy had something different. I forget what year. Then up here, I think a jack mounts up here. There's a mounting jack place up here and one over here. And again, I just said it, but I already forgot it. It's funny how fast I forget. No, it's not funny. I guess it's called old age. Again, look, just to remind everybody, including myself, don't know why we can't see it. This light sucks. But there's one right, that one's a round hole right there. In the trunk, at least in this trunk. Can't say anything about other years. And that one's a bigger hole with the slots. Oh, the other thing I might as well measure. What is it slot to slot in case anybody cares? Three and 7/8. Because these holes are round with like slots in them, I guess so you can move them. And then you have a square hole here. It's a kind of slot with a metal tang, and then like a round oval hole here, and then a round hole here. Then the speaker hole. Then you got another one of these slots like you have here. Again, this is just totally random. Then there's 2 slots here, and there was a little slot here and here that I welded closed. And then you have this thing. Again, I don't know what that's for. Then you get these grooves in here. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure what that's for yet. And then it tapers down. Then I got right here, I got a big hole for wiring. See if I have one on the, that's on the driver's side. But on this side, I don't have that hole. So that's everything you wanted to know, but you didn't want to know. And then looking at for the back of the seat, I think the back of the seat hooks onto this. So there's 1, 2, 3 of those. You never know. I mean, somebody with a car might be missing these, but here they are. And if you see this in the future or whatever, you could ask me what the measurements are if you wanted to make one or something. I'm sure they come with it, but you never know when you buy these panels. And then you got this ground wire right here that I showed before. And now, but if you look real close, there's the insulation. Looks like the stuff in the bag, but it's got cardboard on top of it. So that used to be in good shape all over this wheel well, because I guess that's where the most noise comes from, out of these wheel wells. And there's probably that stuff probably goes on the floor too. And then you gotta put seam sealer. My advice, wherever there's a, like right here there's a seam. There should be seam sealer on there. There's some remnants here and other spots here. There's a hook on this side. Up here, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why that's there. It's not on the other side. I'll just show you that hook. It doesn't matter to me right now, but it might matter to somebody. Lower the camera down. Put some light on there. See if I can see in there. Get down lower. Move the camera. Damn it. Where's that hook? Oh, I see. It's probably for the wires. So on the driver's side, that's what we're looking at right now. I think this is the, I don't know. I got a white wire and a bunch of wires, and I'm going to see where they go into the trunk. There's a white, red, 2 greens, a tan, and a dark and a light green. I don't know where those go right now. I was thinking they go to the tail lights, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm just trying to go over everything. Just if one thing can help you that you can't find anywhere else. There's another weird thing in here. Let me take the camera off the stand. I push the focus button. I need a light. So now we're looking, here's the trunk hinge on the driver's side. I was just showing you the wires that came in through the hole. Look at that thing. And these wires go to this side here goes to the tail light. But they're different colors. And then this red wire right here, I'm pretty sure it goes up into it's the trunk light. And while I was talking about the jack, I'm just gonna give you some weird pictures. See if I can do it. You see that bracket right there? That has something to do with the trunk. I don't know if it's bent or what. And then there's one on the other side. Right there. So this is what it looks like inside the trunk. There's where the wire goes through the brace, I guess. On this side there's a brace, but there's no hole. And I don't know if I talked about it, but just again, this is a weird video. This is the piece that I welded a while back. The I can't think of what I call this. The cowl trim that hides the. Let me back up. That holds the springs for the hood. That's what this is for. So, if you look at the windshield, the rear window, it sits on here like this. But there's holes all here. You see them? Here. Here. Where's my light? You see those holes? I can't remember if I talked about this or not, but I think that if water doesn't, if water slips past your windshield and past your shield, it's going to go into these holes. Can't remember if I talked about this or not. It's going to come over here to the backside. It's going to, there was no sealant in here, so it's going to leak through. It's going to hit this rubber gasket that's supposed to be here, and hopefully it's going to go that way or that way. And if you have a bunch of water, it's going to come right down into this trough. And then the water's going to run down. Here's another weird thing. If the water comes down, you see that? This is, again, the water's going to come down and go right down in behind your lights. I mean, that's a shitty design. It's the same on the other side. But these holes, water, I think I said this water is going to sit in here. So you need, I'm pretty sure I said this. If you do take your car out, get out after, and it gets wet, dry that off, or put a hole in there and put a can down below to catch water. It's just about random stuff, but I bought this drill a long time ago to work when I was working on my house. The DeWalt. You know, it's big. See? But the point I want to make is this drill has a clutch. If you get one of these drills, make sure you get a clutch, because if it gets stuck, if it hit, it'll throw you. But if you get a clutch, it'll stop. So right here is the clutch. Right now it's on no clutch. No, right now it's on clutch, no clutch. So they used to sell these without clutches. You could break your arm in an instant. So that's it. So the reason I showed this drill is, again, this is random stuff. I gotta clean this up. It's got like, I don't know, glue or something on it. So I'm just gonna show a second of it. If you want to clean your floor pans or your inside of your car or a bunch of stuff, this is a tool. Unless you sandblast. This glue on here is stubborn. I'm gonna try it again right there. It's not all coming off, but this will get the dirt and other garbage off. I'm gonna have to use my heat gun or something. So I'm gonna have to use my heat gun or something. I would assume that the package tray glues down to that. Just random video. And I'm pretty sure this is the trim. There is no trim back here. Also, I discovered, and I don't know if I have it, there's a piece of trim that goes here. think it's metal. I think here's metal. And the windshield's metal. Maybe they're the same size. I don't know. So that's it. Randomness. Okay, more randomness. Yeah, I found out that for me, it's good to, like, I don't really need to take this stuff off, okay? But it's good to know what would take it off if you run into it somewhere else that matters. So I'm just going to try. I got some alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Let's see if it does anything. Nothing. Paint thinner. Nothing. That is putty knife. That works the best. It's breaking off. Okay, more randomness. I've just been wondering how to lift this up. Again, it's a good place to practice. Nobody will ever see it. Thinking that ain't gonna work. Yeah, I know this is about this car, Trans Am, but you know, part of the way I look at this car and why I decided to rebuild a car is it's got metal, it's got electrical, it's got mechanical, it's got hydraulics. I could practice, like I was just showing, practice bending metal, heating metal. I mean, a lot of people that say they can't do anything because they don't have any money. Well, you could buy a piece of junk car. If you could find one at the junkyard for $50. Bring it home and just mess with the metal or mess with the electrical. That's what I like about it. There's so many different things. Sanding, painting, welding, finding parts, fixing fiberglass, fixing polyester or polyurethane, putting in glass, T-tops. It's endless.